Hey everybody, Grace here, your favorite Catholic vlogger. Thank you for joining my channel, Prayer and Passports, The Road to Freedom. Before we get started with my second unboxing, if you haven't seen my first unboxing, I'm going to be providing a link below so that you can check it out. I unboxed for the first time ever every Sacred Sunday's Mass Journal. And truth be told, it's a little rough, but I'm not a pro. Surprise! And honestly, I wanted to experience the unboxing live with you, so I really didn't do my homework. I just kind of went with it. I will be providing a review, a video review. I did provide a review in my blog, so you can go check that out at www.prayerandpassports.com. But I'll do a video as well and give you my thoughts now that I've been using it for about a month. I will say this, it has changed the way I view Mass forever. So anyways, if you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. At the bottom right hand side, you're going to see the subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that. Ignore the cats. And there's a bell, a little notification bell. So if you hit that as well, if you select the notification, you'll be notified every time I upload a video, so you won't have to wonder, where is Grace? So happy holidays, and here I am. All right, so let's get started. This unboxing is actually very special and very near and dear to my heart, and I'll tell you why. So as a Catholic mom, I'm sure many of you out there as Catholic parents or just Christian parents raising children, the thought of purity is a hot topic and kind of seen as old-fashioned nowadays. So as a Catholic mom, I always talk about the legacy that I want to leave my children and how I want to lead by example. And so as I was shopping for a purity ring for my 16-year-old, I thought to myself, why not buy one for myself? Sure, you're probably thinking, lady, what's going on? You have 3 children, you're not a virgin, you're not pure, how could you wear a purity ring? Well, you would be right. I am no longer a virgin, surprise. But my promise to God for purity was made several years ago, and I want to share that with you. So never would I thought in a million years that I would survive a purity journey, I guess you could call it. I'm going to try to keep this PG. And so it was several years ago that I decided to make a change in my dating life. And I don't know, I had an epiphany. And so no, I don't believe in sex before marriage. Does that make things difficult? It makes things complicated. And it certainly was complicated in the very beginning of my dating, but to be perfectly honest with you, 3 years later, it's not a problem, at least not for me. And so this is something that I believe very strongly about. I know there are many sayings out there about how you have to test drive a car before you buy it. Well, we're not cars. We are human beings, and we were made in the likeness of God. And all of this is a godly body that has to be respected. It is a temple to be respected. And so at my age, several years ago, I decided to make that promise. And so I talk a lot about that with my children. I leave those decisions completely up to them. I trust them to make godly decisions. And, hashtag, it's never too late. So as I was shopping for a purity ring for my daughter, I thought, Grace, it's time to lead by example. You're going to talk the talk, you might as well walk the walk. And so I'll be honest with you, it's a great idea to have that outward sign of respect, and it's a great conversational piece. I mean, let's be honest, when you're dating somebody, when do you bring up that you don't partake in sex before marriage? Would that be before the salad is served? Would that be after coffee is served? I mean, when is it an appropriate time to drop that bomb? And as you wear an outward piece, this purity ring, it really does allow for a conversation to begin. And so, yeah, so the journey started to find the perfect purity ring for myself and for Isabella. So I found mine first. And as a good mom, I should, because I'm leading by example, right? I have a legacy to leave. And I was on eBay, and I found a jewelry store that personalizes these rings. And so I bought this back in November, and I was told that it took probably a couple months to get, that I wouldn't be receiving it till the end of December. But lo and behold, I got it at the beginning of December. I've been holding on to that bad boy, waiting to do an unboxing with you, waiting to survive a Vlogmas, which I know I owe you a story time, a rant on Vlogmas. So be on the lookout in the next couple of weeks. Luna and I, my cat and I, are going to upload a story time rant. But anyways, yeah, so I ordered this ring. This ring cost me $33.90 because this is not a paid advertisement and this is not a marketing affiliate link. I paid for this sweet piece of jewelry out of my own pocket and I'm getting a zero compensation for it, and that's quite all right. So I paid $33.90. That's with shipping and handling, and it is a silver ring. So it's not silver plated or silver color. It is a silver ring. I chose it because it has raised lettering and it talks about purity. The raised lettering actually says, what does it say? I'm drawing a blank because I'm trying to talk to you and I can see my cat walking around in the background. It says true love waits, and true love does wait. And so I think it's important that we make those promises to God, and that we live a godly life. And so as we talk about purity, let's not forget that purity is not just about your sexuality, and there's Jack. Purity is also pure of thoughts, pure of mind, pure of spirit. And so wearing a ring of purity reminds you of that commitment, whether it be corporal or whether it be mental, spiritual, etc. And so, you know, that purity is important. And there are many obviously, many references in the Bible. I'm not just talking about the Catholic, the Roman, the OG. I'm talking about just the Bible in and of itself. There are many references with the importance of purity. And I certainly believe that, that there is a lot to be said about that. And so feel free to reference that on your own. Just Google, you know, where does it appear in the Bible that I must be virtuous? And you'll find many references. I think there are like 27 top references that will pop up right away on Google. Specific to True Love Waits, I believe that's in John and in where else? I know for sure it appears in John. So without further ado, this is going to be unboxing number 2. Now, I already did some of the pre-work. Last time when I unboxed every Sacred Sunday, I was having trouble opening the actual box. So I already opened this package with a pair of scissors. So this is a bubble wrap package that comes from eBay. It's an eBay specific packaging. And when you open it up, you find inside... All right, so you're finding inside what looks to be a velvet pouch in a Ziploc bag. And voila, the ring, or the ring box with the ring inside. So let's start with the mysterious pouch. All right, so in the Ziploc bag, you find a pouch. And in the pouch, is a card. So let's see what the card says. So I'm not going to bother showing it to you because the lighting, well, you can see that there's lettering as you view here, but it's not going to come up if I show it to you on the screen, or maybe it will. There we go. So the front of this card says the Chastity Ring. So it's a purity ring, it's a chastity ring. It's a promise that you're making to God. Okay. And so when you open it up, you'll discover what looks to be maybe a poem or a prayer. I'm going to read it for you. So let's see what this is all about. The Chastity Ring. This ring's a special symbol of the promise that I've made. With your help, O Lord, I know its glow will never fade. Aw, that's nice. With your help, Lord, I'll stand firm, though some may criticize, for whose opinion matters if I look good in your eyes? Which is true. Who cares except you and God? Who can give me anything to take this place of you? Who on earth can justify a love that isn't true? Nobody. So I make my statement on my hand and in my heart. I know one day I'll hear you say I chose the better part. The world calls this old-fashioned. Still, I'll wait. It's just a while. For honor, truth, and faithfulness are never out of style. That is so sweet. That is really sweet. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't tell you who wrote this, but there's fine print at the bottom, and it'll tell you who wrote this. So... yeah, I mean, this is absolutely adorable. It is a personalized prayer. It's a promise, and it speaks to the authenticity of waiting for that union that God blesses. Okay. Oh, okay. And so on the back, there's an added surprise. I totally forgot about this because this jewelry store did advertise what came with the ring. And on the back is a pledge card, which is super cool. So what it says is, my pledge, with confidence in his power to strengthen me, I make a promise this day to God, my family, myself, my future spouse, and my future children to remain sexually pure until the day I give myself as a wedding gift to my spouse. I know that God requires this of me, that he loves me, and he will reward me for my faithfulness in this life and in the next. And then there's a place for your signature at the bottom, which, yep, you can kind of see, there you go. So there's a place for the signature right there, and then the date. That is super cool. And I think I'm going to wait till Isabella, till my daughter gets back from vacation from Mexico, so that I can do this with her. I think it's super important that she sees her mom walk the walk, talk the talk. And this ring, all right, so let's put this away right there. And now we get to the prize. Ba-dum. So nice little jewelry box. So far I'm impressed, I gotta say. And in this jewelry box we have the ring. In another Ziploc box. These guys love their Ziploc boxes. All right, so we have a Ziploc bag with, it looks like it's wrapped in tissue, maybe to protect it. So we have a Ziploc bag, and we have tissue, and we unwrap the tissue, and here we go. I'm going to be providing a picture at the end of this video of what I saw on eBay so that you can get an up-close appreciation of the workmanship, because you're not going to in this video. What I can say is that it's delicate. I don't know if you can see the raised lettering. It's got raised lettering so that you can touch it and be reminded of that promise of purity. Again, that card talked about sexuality, but it doesn't have to be about that. I mean, clearly, I'm not waiting until marriage in the sense that I'm a virgin, because I'm not, but I do have a promise to God to keep myself chaste until I remarry. But it's not just chaste of body. Again, it's chaste of mind, body, spirit. So I bought this in a size 7. Let's see if it's true to size. And it is. There you go. Check it out. I love it. Oh, can you see it? Super pretty. It is lightweight, but it feels, you know, like a good piece of jewelry. It's not incredibly heavy or incredibly light. I think it's just perfect. It is 100% silver, so that's awesome. And I only paid, what did I say, $33.80 or something to the like. I'll put that information below. Plus, I'll give you the information of that jeweler so that you can reach out to them as well. So this is a great piece of jewelry, which I will take to my priest to have blessed. I do have holy water and I can bless it myself, but I really would like for our priest to give a special blessing and prayer over this ring, as I will wear this every day. I bought this specifically, aside from the purpose, right, to keep me focused and an outward representation of my my position on sex before marriage, but also because it was thin and delicate and it goes with everything. So I can literally wear it every single day and combine it with other rings. And I'll never forget and always be reminded, and provide some really interesting conversation if anybody notices, you know, the raised lettering and asks me what this is. And that's it, you guys. My unboxing, my second unboxing of the year. And I think this is probably going to be my last video of the year of 2018. So I have to say that I want to thank each and every one of you for following me and subscribing to my channel. Again, I know that this is not the most professional setting. I haven't put in the work. I will own that. I have been focused on my blog as a priority and on other things relating to my family and the church. But if you continue to support me, you have my promise that in 2019, I will invest in a camera and in lighting so that you're not subjected to some homemade video. I will amp it up in gratitude for you sticking it with me. Sticking through it with me. Okay, I don't know what I just said, but just ignore that. I want to thank you for sticking through with it. through it with me. You know, that sounds a lot easier to say in my head, but when it comes out, it's just not coming out. And I'm not going to re-record this because my mother has been on me about uploading my latest video, saying I might lose subscribers, and I don't want to lose any subscribers. I don't have a lot, to be honest. So here's me putting my heart out to you, just me being real. So anyways, thank you again for subscribing to my channel. Again, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. I honestly love hearing from you. And from the bottom of my heart, from my family to your family, I wish you the just most incredible 2019. Don't forget, you create the life that you want and you deserve. Luna and I and Jack, who you can't see, my other cat, and my children, we wish you a happy holiday and a glorious 2019. God's peace to you.